Hi friends, Jen here with Serenity Hill Farmstead, back on the farm again today. Now that it is like 50 degrees outside, it's so incredible outside. We are here every day getting things ready to move on to the next phases of all the fun farm things that we have going on in the spring, and I'm just so excited for them. But while we're here again, kids are doing their part of their chores today, and I'm sneaking away to bring you guys another video. So this is the time of year where typically we have much colder weather. People are inside and doing everything indoors. Not as much is happening outside. So people are getting sicker. They're spreading diseases and illnesses back and forth. And people are wanting to boost their immune systems. So I'm going to share with you 5 different immune boosting herbs today. These herbs that I'm going to talk about today are kind of broad immune boosting, immune supportive herbs, ones that you can incorporate when you need them to give your body the support it needs so that you either don't get sick or you can fight off whatever you get sick with much easier and support your body so you're not sick as long. So there are 2 immune boosting herbs that we're going to talk about today that are not going to be super surprising to you, but there are 3 others that we're going to talk about that may actually be a little more surprising. So let's get into the 2 ones that everybody knows. The first one is, of course, elderberry. Elderberry is a very immune boosting herb. This is something that is specifically used to boost the immune system. So right off the bat, I'm going to tell you, if you have any type of autoimmune arthritis, like an inflammatory autoimmune arthritis, if you've been told that you have spondyloarthritis, which is an arthritis in your back, if you have inflammatory arthritis, that's a form of autoimmune arthritis, you want to stay away from elderberry. Now, the reason is, and this is a little bit on how elderberry works too, is in your immune system, you have these things called cytokines. Everybody knows cytokines from when COVID was being crazy and they were talking about cytokine storms. Well, cytokines are nothing but messengers. They are the messengers in your immune system that tell your body, hey, bad guy over here, fight it, take care of that. They're very necessary. If you don't have cytokines in your body, then you don't have an immune system. It's very, very important that you are supporting the cytokines in your body. You don't want them to be overactive though. When they are overactive, then you get things like autoimmune disease and other types of chronic issues. But elderberry specifically tells the specific types of cytokines that are responsible for autoimmune arthritis and inflammatory arthritis conditions. Elderberry stimulates those cytokines. And if you are more familiar with labs and things like that, that is your IL-6, your IL-8, and your tumor necrosis factor alpha. And there's a guy driving down a road. Like, you could take a nap in this road without getting hit. But of course, when I'm filming, someone's gonna fly down the road. So of course, if we have one of those types of diseases or disorders, we just don't want to be taking elderberry, because what's going to happen is it's going to ramp up your disease. It's going to cause more damage, and we don't want that. So for me, because I have one of those diseases with ankylosing spondylitis, also called spondyloarthritis, or spondyloarthropathy is another common term for it. If you've been diagnosed with any of those things, you do not want to take elderberry, because in AS, all of those cytokines, all of them are the ones that tell the parts of the back, parts of the spine to attack itself. So then we have problems. So if you have those types of autoimmune disease, definitely do not use elderberry. And if you do have another type of autoimmune disease, just do research on the cytokines that are directly related with your disease. It's very Googleable. Just type in your disease and cytokines, and you should get all of that information. It might look very scientific. All you're looking for is the types of cytokines directly related with your disease, and then look up the cytokines that are directly related with elderberry, and you can see if elderberry is something that you can take or not. Elderberry itself is a very good antiviral herb, but let me explain what antiviral is. A lot of people say, oh, it's antiviral, I shouldn't be getting sick. Antiviral does not mean it kills the virus. What it does is it stops the replication. So if you are starting to take, like if you're starting to feel like you're getting sick, you've been exposed to something and it's already in your system, it is not going to kill what's already there. What it's going to do is put up a wall. It's going to help block the replication of that virus in your body so that you don't get sicker. That can help shorten the length of whatever it is you're fighting. Unfortunately, in all of the studies that I have read, I have not found any correlation to elderberry helping with COVID. It helps with common cold, it helps with some flus, it helps with other types of viruses. I have not seen anything saying that elderberry is great for COVID. Everybody has their own experiences. Maybe it does help you, maybe it's coincidental, who knows? You just kind of use your own judgment on this one. The last thing I want to touch on with elderberry is some people use it as a tonic during the cold and flu season because they want to just make sure they have it on board all the time so that they are preventing getting anything for the entire season. And it can be done. Like, it's not a tonic herb, but it can be used in short-term tonic situations, I guess. But me personally, and again, you're going to ask 10 different herbalists, you're going to get 10 different opinions. Me personally, and what I know of anatomy, physiology, and microbiology, I personally, even if I did not have AS, even if I could take elderberry as I wanted to or as I needed to, I would not be taking it regularly because it is immune boosting. So it is constantly boosting your immune system. So you're constantly stimulating it. And that could cause problems in some people. So for me, that would be my choice. I have plenty of friends and know plenty of people that take elderberry as a tonic during the cold and flu season, and they've never had any issues. So again, you just have to kind of figure out what's going to work best for you. The next one is echinacea. And echinacea, same thing. If you have autoimmune disease as a whole, just any type of autoimmune disease, you really want to weigh the use of using echinacea carefully. You don't want to just jump into using it because, again, it is immune boosting. And if you have an autoimmune disease, it's already haywire. Like, things are already in hyperdrive. You don't want to boost that more. You need regulation, which will take us into our next herb. But echinacea is a really good immune boosting herb. It's got that property. It has this compound called alkylamides, and alkylamides are what basically make echinacea so good at supporting and boosting the immune system. It's also what kind of gives, if you've taken an echinacea tincture or if you've had a strong echinacea tea or something that has a lot of echinacea in it, you may get like a tingling sensation in your throat, in your mouth, like just like in your upper digestive tract there. That's what that's from. So it's the alkylamides in the echinacea. But that is what makes it so good for promoting a healthy immune system. So the next one is an adaptogen. An adaptogen is an herb that helps support your body during a stressful time. But a stressful time can be anything that is a change. A stressor is simply a change when we're talking about physiology and things. So that can be a change of season. So we just had this long stretch of super double-digit sub-zero temperatures here in Northwest Illinois, and today it's 50. And the window's open and the door's open. You can hear the roosters going. It's beautiful. I don't know if you can hear the woodpeckers, but like, it's beautiful outside. It's lovely. However, in me having asthma, the change of seasons is difficult. So I make sure that I am taking adaptogenic herbs like this one we're talking about now, astragalus, to help support my immune system. So the reason I included astragalus into this immune boosting group here is because it is immune modulating. It's what we call an amphoteric herb. It's amphoteric property. So when you see that amphoteric, I can never say the word right, amphoteric or immune modulating, same thing, that means it is really good at bringing homeostasis to your immune system. If you are spiked, it brings you back down. If you are low, it brings you back up. So it's really good at just providing that regulation. It does have antibacterial and antiviral properties, so it is really good for, if you're exposed to anything and you want to have that extra boost to support your immune system. But it's specifically good for people with allergic asthma and during a respiratory infection. So it's really good at helping provide that support and that balance in that area of the body. Now, my favorite part about astragalus and why I take it regularly, I take it in tincture form because it's a root and it tastes like crap. I will be perfectly honest. If you add it to elderberry syrup, which is becoming more and more popular, it tastes really bad. If you add your astragalus, if you add too much of it, It's really just awful. It has such a strong taste. It is just not a tasty thing. So just be warned about that. But in a tincture, tinctures, this is herb and alcohol. It's not meant to be a tasty experience. It's meant to be effective. And you can take it in a little shot of juice, in a little shot of water. You barely taste it at all, if at all. Really, if you put it in juice, you're not even going to taste it. But astragalus is really good for people that have a depleted immune system. So people like me who are on biologics that can tank your immune system. So if you are on any kind of medication like Humira or Enbrel or Remicade infusions or anything like that, something to help kind of suppress your immune system, then taking an adaptogen is not going to be counterproductive to what your medication is doing, but it is going to help regulate things. So I can take the astragalus without it interfering with my Humira. Again, you want to make sure, double check on this, if you have any kind of medication like that it doesn't interfere with your specific medication. I know Humira, so it works for me. It's also something that would be really good for someone that's not on any kind of protocol or any kind of pharmaceutical treatment that has autoimmune disease. This is something you could look into. Also, if you have cancer and you're doing chemotherapy or radiation, there are so many studies out there, and you can look up on the NIH website. That's where I get all of my research from, because that's not media influenced reporting. It is literally the case studies in fact. It is, this is what we studied. Here's the topic. This is what we studied. This was who we used. And these were our findings. That's it. They don't give their opinions. They don't give their thought processes. They give you the facts as they find it, not as they see it, as they find it. They publish the facts. So highly suggest that you look into that. Now, some of those articles are more complex. Some of them are very basic and easy to follow. So definitely check out the NIH website. I will link that down below. It's just the general website. You can, go through it, find searches for whatever topic you're looking for, and you can find information on astragalus specifically used on helping to rebound the immune system for cancer, chemo, and radiation patients. The next best adaptogen ever is Tulsi. Tulsi, also known as holy basil, and is an adaptogenic herb, so it helps protect the body from stress, and if you are stressed, helps you rebound much easier, and it's just a very good supportive herb for the immune system. So what makes Tulsi particularly so special is it's filled with these compounds that help give it antioxidant properties. And antioxidants are so good in the immune system and in the body, both topically, internally. They're just so good because they help fight free radical damage. And a free radical is basically any compound that has been, it's a natural compound that has been broken down into something that is harmful. So like the sun is good, but it can break down on your skin and produce free radicals that can go into your body and cause cancer cells. The sun itself is a good thing, but a byproduct of things being broken down while on your skin is free radicals. And then you get things like free radical damage. I hope that makes sense. So free radicals inside the body cause inflammation, they cause damage, make you more susceptible to illness, to disease. So Tulsi is really good with those antioxidants in fighting those free radicals. That's what antioxidants do. They fight off free radicals and free radical damage. And the last herb we're going to talk about today is turmeric. So turmeric is something, I take this daily, and I'm going to give you a really good supplement down in the description. It's an Amazon link. You can get it off there. It's a pretty comparable price to anywhere else that I have found it, but is the best brand and the most effective brand that I have used. So before I get into how to take it, because there are some good tips for that, we're going to talk about exactly what it does. Turmeric is a very strong antioxidant. So it's helping to fight the free radicals. It's helping to support the immune system in a very strong way. It's also really good for the joints. It helps support healthy joints. It is really good for anybody that has any kind of joint tightness, if you have arthritis, if you have autoimmune arthritis, you have autoimmune disease. It's just so good as an anti-inflammatory that this is something that you should look into incorporating daily if it works for you. We're going to talk about how to take this. The supplement that I am linking down below has black pepper and ginger in it. Now, the reason you want black pepper and ginger in it, at the very least, you definitely need to have black pepper in there, but Black pepper and ginger are good at enhancing absorption of nutrients. So in order to absorb the maximum amount of turmeric and curcumin that your body can, you need to have the black pepper and ginger in there so that it is going into your intestines, it is getting absorbed into that wall, and you're getting the most nutrient uptake that you possibly can. So again, that is the best supplement that I have ever had. And I've tried probably 10 of them. So like I said, there are a lot of immune supportive herbs. The elderberry and echinacea are the best and most popular immune boosting herbs. A little bit different for how you're going to use them. Echinacea is very commonly used for antiviral properties, but it may not be the best choice when elderberry would work. Or sometimes when you have a virus, you don't necessarily need to fight the virus. You need to support your body through the symptoms that you're having. And if you are having a virus that is specifically affecting your gut, I want you to check out the gut health video that I have linked down below. If you have something that is attacking your respiratory system, definitely check out that respiratory video that is down below, because those are going to be the herbs that are going to help you get through those common viral issues, illnesses, things that are messing you up. So I hope that was very helpful for you. I hope it clarified some things when it comes to supporting your immune system with herbs. If you guys have any questions, I would love to talk to you about it down in the description box. What have you found to be the most helpful for you, and what do you struggle with this? What makes this complicated? So let me know down in the description box and we can talk about it, and maybe I can make some more videos that can really dive deep into it and help clarify it for you. So if you guys enjoyed it, I would love a thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on your way out and hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all the videos we put out. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.